Today, Scott Walker took the oath of office to begin his second term as Wisconsin governor.
And Charles Benson is live at the Wisconsin State Capitol with more on today's ceremony and what lies ahead. Charles?
Well, there's a lot in the future for the governor here, not only what he'll do here in Wisconsin, but what he may do if he decides to run for president. But Governor Scott Walker, Wisconsin's 45th governor, now officially sworn in for a second term. And this ceremony was very much a family-friendly event. Governor Scott Walker, his two sons, who have been on the campaign trail with him, were the official masters of ceremonies for the event. Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch had her daughters here as well, Violet and Ella, introducing Mom. And the new Attorney General, Brad Schimmel, also had his daughters introduce their dad. Now, Governor Walker, during his speech, focused more on his accomplishments of the last 4 years than making any big promises for the next 4.
Since I last stood at this podium, our state has become more free and prosperous. We took the power away from the big government special interest and returned it to you, the hardworking taxpayers. More people are working and fewer unemployed. School scores have improved and more of our students are graduating from high school. Our retirement system is the only one fully funded in the country. The state's pension and debt ratio is one of the best, and Wisconsin's bond rating is positive. In contrast to the politicians along the Potomac, we get things done here in the Badger State. There is a clear contrast between Washington and Wisconsin.
So there you have it right there. The governor making only one reference to a possible presidential run. They're trying to make that contrast between what's being accomplished here in Wisconsin versus what's happening in Washington. But this speech very different than 4 years ago, where he talked about Wisconsin is open for business. I think he mentioned the word jobs 17 different times in that speech 4 years ago. This time, more of a broader vision, made no reference to right to work, which is not something he wants to see happen in the state, even though that's what Republicans say they're going to be pushing for. So a lot going on here in the next month to two as the governor lays out his next budget for the next 2 years. But today was a chance just to enjoy the moment, and that's what he did with his family. We're reporting live inside the state capitol. Charles Benson, today's TMJ4.
And Charles, already seeing some reaction on social media to the governor's speech. Again, people saying it sounded like a speech for president. He's campaigning for president. You just sat down with the governor the other day. Do you sense that'll be a distraction for him one way or another?
Well, people will point out that it will be a distraction. He keeps talking about that if he doesn't do things right here in Wisconsin, that if he doesn't pay attention to what's happening here, that his name will fall off the list quickly if he does make that presidential run. So he's conscious of that he still needs to do a lot here, and there's a lot to be done. He's got to put a budget together for the next 2 years. There are a lot of other big issues that he wants to tackle. How to fund highways, what to do with a gas tax. There are a lot of big issues in front of him, but how he will be able to multitask in the possible presidential run, plus taking care of his governor duties, that's all going to be seen here as the next few weeks, few months roll out.
All right, Charles, thanks for that. Reporting live from Madison this morning.